You have studied us. You have imagined us. But you never asked us one simple question. Why did we disappear? 65 million years ago, the world changed forever. I was the strongest, the ruler of this land. A king without a throne, a predator without equal. Every creature in this kingdom knew my roar, my shadow. No one challenged me. But strength. Strength did not save us. When the sky turned from blue to burning orange, when the ground shook so violently that mountains crumbled, my power meant nothing. An asteroid doesn't care if you're a king or a commoner. It doesn't choose the weak or the strong. It simply erases everyone. I never lost a battle. I didn't get out-hunted or overthrown. I lost my world. The forest I ruled became a field of fire, and the air I breathed turned to poison. My reign ended not with a fight, but with a silent, suffocating darkness. I didn't understand what was happening. One day, the sun was warm and the leaves were green. The next, the sun vanished behind a thick gray blanket, and the world grew cold. The plants, our source of life, began to wither and die. They tasted of dust and despair. We were not hunters. We were grazers. We depended entirely on the earth's generosity. So when the earth suffered, we suffered with it. The great ferns turned brown, the vibrant flowers disappeared, and the rivers became choked with ash. Hunger ended more of us than the fire from the sky. We huddled together for warmth, our great horns useless against an enemy we couldn't see or fight. It was a slow, quiet fading. We watched our young grow weak, and we knew, with a primal dread, that our time was over. We were smart. We were agile. We were a pack. We communicated. We planned. We adapted. We hunted together, a whirlwind of claws and teeth, a perfectly coordinated team. But intelligence alone is not a guarantee of survival. Intelligence is a tool, not a magic shield. The world changed faster than we could think, faster than we could adapt. How do you plan for a world where the air freezes your lungs and the ground is covered in a layer of poison? No strategy works when there's nothing left to hunt. Our cleverness, which had made us so successful, became a cruel joke. We were smart enough to understand we were doomed, but not smart enough to stop it. Even the cleverest species can be erased when the rules of the game change completely. I lived for decades. I saw generations of my kind rise and fall like the seasons. I was a mountain of flesh and bone, a walking testament to the sheer scale of life. But we were too big, our bodies too demanding, our lives too dependent on a stable, predictable world. We needed vast forests to sustain us, immense quantities of food every single day. When the balance was broken, when the world's generosity turned to scarcity, we could not follow. Our size, which once made us untouchable kings, became our anchor, dragging us down into extinction. It made survival impossible. We were simply too large for a shrinking world, too slow for a world that was ending in a flash. Scientists today believe the extinction was not one single event, but a catastrophic combination of disasters. A massive asteroid, 6 miles wide, slammed into the planet, triggering unimaginable earthquakes and tsunamis. This impact was followed by extreme and rapid climate change. Widespread volcanic eruptions filled the atmosphere with toxic gases and ash, blocking out the sun and plunging the world into a prolonged, dark winter. This led to a total collapse of the food chain. With plants dying, the herbivores starved. And with the herbivores gone, the carnivores soon followed. The result was a planetary cleansing. 75% of all life on Earth vanished. It was the end of an era. The age of reptiles was over, making way for something new. The world didn't end, it changed. And in that new world, there was no longer a place for us. It no longer belonged to us. Our extinction, our grand and tragic finale, made space. It cleared the stage for new life to emerge from the ashes, including you. Extinction is not a failure, it is a transformation. It's a natural, albeit brutal, part of a much larger story. The story of life, and that story never truly ends. It just turns the page. Remember us. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, consider subscribing for more journeys into the deep past.